Hey yo, what's going on guys? I'm Retro and welcome back to another video on Retro Vlogs. On today's video, what I got for you guys is another set of clips, just like last video. Let me break it down. Last video and today's video was filmed on the same day. That's why I'm wearing the same clothes and odd stuff. The only thing is, if I made it all one video, it'd be way too long, and I'm not doing that ever again. So that's basically what I'm doing. It's technically a part 2, but not really, because I do 2 different topics. But yeah, enough of that. On today's video, what we got is, what I got is I got 2 time lapse. Yeah, 2 time lapses and about 3 videos of me building up the engine back to how it's supposed to look like, because I tore it down the other day, like the day before, to adapt the new carburetor that I just bought on the same day to get it. It was a Honda GX2 something. It was the same displacement as this one. It's just a Hondaclone engine, you know what I mean? But yeah, enough of me talking. Let's get to the clips. Alright, so for some extra context on what's going on right now, because I know it's a time lapse and I'm not really explaining anything because it's a time lapse and camera's pretty far, so you can't really see what I'm doing. But for extra context, what I'm doing right now is I'm taking off this little, it's like this disc that used to spin a belt. So this engine used to be a generator, I'm assuming, and used to spin something via belt. So I took the extractor. I'm gonna put a picture right here. Took the extractor and I took it off the engine because I don't need that. I'm gonna put a centrifugal clutch on it, so to get the chain and put on the sprocket on the bike or whatever I'm gonna put it on later on. So that's the whole reason why I did that. And then later on, you see me putting on this carburetor. I sit down, I turn the camera around and get this carburetor that I bought, the same carburetor that I mentioned earlier that I bought after me and my dad were working on last video, like working and delivered the car. We got this carburetor from the Honda lawnmower place, right? And it fit, so I said fine. So I got it. I put it on the engine, as you can see right now. And then after that, I had to make some ghetto-ass fuel system. I got a water bottle. I got a water bottle. I poked a hole through it with a knife, and I got some fuel lines, put it through, and routed it to the carburetor. Put some fuel in a cap. And yeah, my dad checks on me. He's like, what the hell? What the hell are you doing? I'm like, yo, este va a ser mi tanque de sonido por el momento. ¿Cómo puedo hacer eso? ¿Cómo que no? ¿Qué es eso? I'm making a fuel system. Yes. Alright, so here I am explaining what I'm doing to my dad, or I told him I got the bottle, I got the gas, I got all that stuff. I was putting the gas in when he came up to me, and he was like, why don't you just build the whole thing first before you do whatever you're doing right now? I said, well, if it doesn't work, then I'm screwed. Then I just did all that work for no reason. So I'd rather try the bottle way first. Plus I never done it, so why not? So that's what I went with, as you can see right now. Then later on, my dad almost murders my GoPro. See? He literally almost murdered my GoPro. Like his foot was so close to the damn GoPro. Like you felt that in your chest when you hear that with full volume. Like that was too close. But after he almost murders my GoPro, I get to finishing up the engine on last bits that I needed, like finishing up the intake, finishing up the fitment of where all the stuff is gonna go, because the spark plug for some reason wouldn't go back to its original place, and the fuel line was kind of stuck between the thing. Later on, you'll see in the next clip, later on, I sit down and I started twerking on LI and you know, spinning wrenches because I had to get the fuel line under that red cover in the front, the flywheel cover. So that was pretty frustrating. I get to crank in the engine. And now the moment you guys have been waiting for. The engine finally starts. Alright guys, so on the following clip here, what's going on is I'm taking apart what's it called, the gas tank, cleaning it, washing it, because ever since I got the engine back in the yard, it's gotten rain, it's gotten weather, it's gotten all that stuff. So I went, cleaned it out, got the thing, I just plugged it in and put it on top of the exhaust pipe. Then I was trying to figure out how do I route the gas line under the what's it called, the flywheel cover or the pole start cover, right? Like how do I do that? I couldn't figure it out for a while, so you see me for a while just, you know, cranking on it, trying to figure it out, but eventually get it done. And once I get it done, it looks really nice, all bolted up, all ready to go. Alright guys, so this is a totally different day, month, and year. I recorded all that stuff that you just watched last year. So this year, 2021, I'm gonna finish off the video with one last startup and rev. Now that it's all built from the time lapse, like the last time lapse you saw was me building it back up to how it's supposed to look like with the tank on top, you know, and everything back to its original fitment. So now we're gonna crank it up on this little board because that way I don't break the concrete under me. And yeah, we'll rev it a few times, probably redline it, let it warm up so you guys can get a feel and listen to how it sounds like. So here she is. This is her home, my shed. This is where I do most of my mechanical adventures. Obviously, there you go. You have my gas tanks, my 93, my pre-mixed oil for my two-stroke, all my tools, bunch of stuff here. My impact gun. This gun actually has a pretty good story. This gun belonged to my dad when he was younger. It was his first impact gun when he got to this country, so pretty sick. He gave it to me, and there it is. I've used it about a couple times, but today's video is focused on the 4-stroke, which is right there. So we're gonna get this thing out here, that way it doesn't break the concrete even more than it already is. So here we go. Alright, she's pretty heavy compared to the 2-stroke, way heavier. So here we go. First, gas on. This is pretty stuck. There you go. Gas on. Choke on. Ignition. All right. So she's ready to fire. Let's go. But yeah, there it is, guys. I don't know, I'm really torn in three on what to do with it, because I have three ideas. I could either put it on a drift trike, put it on a go-kart, or I could put it on a mini bike. Mini bike, I buy it off some place on Go Power Sports or something, and boom, I got a mini bike. Just bolt it on, boom, get the torque converter, and you're all good. But if I want to go more fun, I can make my own stuff. I could go ahead and make a go-kart, I can make a drift trike, I can make all that stuff. You know, I have a bunch of steel at my dad's yard. So yeah, I just learn how to weld, and I just weld that stuff together, and boom, I got a drift trike slash drift, what's it called? Yeah, go-kart? Or drift go-kart? Anybody ever made one of those, a drift go-kart? I'm not sure. I'll see though. But yeah. Anyway, as always, if you guys liked the video, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me how I did. Again, please, if you guys know what I'm talking about, give me some ideas of whether I should do a go-kart, drift trike, or a mini bike. So that's pretty much it for this video. First official start of the red engine on the channel. Can't wait to post some more, and same thing with the two-stroke. So yeah, stay tuned. I got a lot more content ready for you guys. Yeah, love you guys. Bye.